Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Winston Churchill. In a 2019 study, over 400 participants were recruited to learn an unfamiliar, artificially created language. Each individual was presented with 3 sets of runes. They were asked questions like, which of these symbols represents an animal? After a short pause, they faced the same questions but with reverse logic. Which of these symbols represents an inanimate object? But there was a hidden twist. The meaning of the runes in the second round was determined by the responses from the first round. In the initial phase, participants were unknowingly divided into 2 groups. Some had all their answers marked as correct. Others had their responses marked incorrect, regardless of their choices. By the time they reached the second round, every participant had technically the same level of information. Yet despite this even starting point, those who had previously succeeded continued to excel. Meanwhile, those who had failed struggled to improve. We often hear that failure is an opportunity to learn. It is seen as a necessary obstacle on the road to growth. However, learning from failure isn't always simple. It can feel discouraging, confusing, or overwhelming. So, what makes turning our failures into learning experiences so difficult? One of the clearest barriers to learning from failure is emotional impact. People want to see themselves as competent and capable. Failing can directly challenge that self-perception. A follow-up study replicating the rune experiment found a key insight. Participants in the failure group reported significantly lower self-confidence after the test. Setbacks are often dismissed as temporary hurdles. However, research suggests that when people feel incompetent or discouraged, their brains stop processing new information effectively. If a blow to self-esteem is strong enough, it can actively hinder learning. How we respond to failure also depends on our connection to the task at hand. A 2011 study surveyed American students in beginner and advanced French courses. They were asked what kind of teacher they preferred, one that emphasized strengths and achievements, or one that pointed out and corrected mistakes. The results revealed an interesting pattern. Beginners, still deciding if they enjoyed learning French, sought encouragement. Positive reinforcement helped them stay motivated. Meanwhile, advanced students, already committed to mastering the language, preferred direct and critical feedback. This helped them refine their skills more efficiently. Researchers theorized why this happens. Beginners are still evaluating if they want to continue with the subject. Motivation and encouragement play a key role in that decision. Conversely, advanced learners have already embraced the challenge. They are more open to critique because they see mistakes as part of the process. Their exposure to failure may have built resilience. This makes them more comfortable with constructive criticism. Regardless of skill level, it's almost always easier to learn from success than from failure. Consider receiving an exam grade. If you score highly, you can assume that your study strategies were effective. You can replicate them for future exams. However, if you fail, the reasons behind it are often unclear. Did you not study enough? Did you focus on the wrong material? Or was the test unexpectedly difficult, covering topics beyond what was expected? The ambiguity in failure makes learning from it more complicated. It's natural to want to extract lessons from failure. Developing resilience and a growth mindset is valuable. However, focusing too much on failures can overshadow what is already working well. Building on strengths is often more effective than dwelling on mistakes. Learning from success can be just as important as learning from failure. For more videos, please like and subscribe.